Hello, my name is Anna, and I am an intuitive here to empower you on your journey as a conscious creator. So, today I'd like to share a story with you about something that I was struggling to manifest that manifested yesterday. And hopefully, the story will be relatable and you can get something out of it. So, a few weeks ago, I decided to incorporate a company for my spiritual and intuitive coaching. And when you do that, you also need to set up a separate bank account. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go to the bank. I go to the bank and they tell me, oh, the application has to be done online. We don't do this in the branch anymore. I'm like, okay. And just so you understand, my experience setting up bank accounts in the past has been very fast and simple, like just walking into the bank and walk out 45 minutes later with a bank account. So now I'm like, okay, so I guess that's different. It's a bit strange to me, the fact that the application is done online. Um, but I'm like, okay, so I go online, I fill out the application, I send them all the documents, and I assume it's going to be done really fast, like in a day, just because it's something very simple to do. So I wait a day and nothing happens. Like, okay, whatever. Maybe it's going to be like 3 business days. But I wait and nothing happens. So I called them to see if something is wrong. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry, but we actually can't help you over the phone. You have to go on the live chat on the bank's website. I'm like, okay. Already, like, I'm starting to feel annoyed by this process of not getting any kind of like face to face or at least over the phone support, and whatever, I go in the live chat and I ask them to check on my application, see if that everything's okay, if maybe they're missing any information. And they're like, oh, don't worry, like your application is being processed, we cannot give you a timeline, but it's happening, everything looks good. I'm like, okay, great. I'm feeling just a bit unsettled by the fact that I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm just like, okay, I guess it's going to take like a week max. So a week passes and nothing happens. And I go on the live chat again, asking them, and they're like, "Oh, don't worry, like it's being processed, but we cannot give you a timeline. We don't know, how long it's going to take." And I'm just feeling like frustrated at this point because it's like, it's been a week, like at this point I don't know how long it's going to take. Like, is it going to be another day or two? Or is it going to be another week or 2 or 3 weeks or a month? I don't know. So I'm starting to take things personally and to just feel very annoyed by this bank. And I feel very unsupported and just very critical of their system, of how everything is done online and how there's no like support over the phone or in the bank, like it's just on the live chat. I'm just like, like getting just super critical, like where is the society going with this, like with these systems, just no human interaction. And anyway, so um like after 2 weeks I'm basically on the live chat every day, like bothering those poor people. um and yeah, just in this really kind of like annoyed and frustrated and upset mindset. So yeah, and I feel just also very unsupported by the universe. I'm just like, why? And I have this sense of wanting to control things, and that's probably why I got into the law of attraction to begin with, like out of a desire to control my reality. And I think that's probably the case with a lot of people that get into the law of attraction. And yeah, I'm actually going to make a longer YouTube video about that. And 2 weeks and a half, 3 weeks passed, I think, at this point, yesterday. And yesterday I wake up and I open my laptop and I'm like, okay, should I go bother the people from the live chat about my application again? And I'm just like, you know what? No, like, I'm not gonna do that today. And I tried to do that like previously and just be like, okay, I'm not gonna do that today, but I still did it. But yesterday I was just so fed up. I'm like, I'm done. Like, no, it's gonna happen eventually. So I just forget about it. And just also keep note of the fact that the day before that, like Sunday night, I laughed a lot. Like, I was with my friend and we were watching like silly videos and I laughed. I really laughed a lot. And then yesterday, after deciding that I'm not gonna go in there and just forgetting about it completely, my another friend of mine texted me to have lunch. And although I don't usually like to go out for lunch during a work day, I was like, yeah, you know what, let's do it. I was just going with the flow. And we went for lunch and I had a great time and again laughed some more. And guess what? After that lunch, I walk out of the restaurant. I look at my phone and I get an email notification from, you guessed it, from the bank. My account was approved and opened. And I'm just like, of course. Like, of course, universe. Like, I get you. Like, this is not a coincidence. And yeah. So there are a few aspects to this. Number one, of course, is that I let go. I truly let go yesterday. I didn't just say I'm going to let go and sort of kind of just halfway let go, but still have it in mind. I completely let go. And the fact that I was laughing a lot the day before and the day of, that raised my vibration. And it also, when you raise your vibration from laughing, it's much easier for you to get into the flow of life and to trust, because I was a lot more trusting. Like, I let go, but I was also trusting. Like, I told myself it's gonna happen. And so that was like an important part of it. And yeah. So also, I I'm not one to say that action in manifesting is not important, because action is vital. But in my example, I had already taken the action that had to be taken. There was no more action for me to take. It was just about letting go. So, yeah. And I think we sometimes don't understand the way nature works, the universe works, because there's a time to do the work, to plant seeds. And then there's a time for those seeds to grow and to blossom. And we just don't have control over when that happens. We really don't. Let's say you plant some seeds in a pot and you do everything, you take the action to make sure that they're safe and that they have all the nutrients they need, the water, the sun, and you just can't force those seeds to start to grow and to blossom. Like, that's something completely out of your hands. And I sometimes don't understand that. And I keep trying to control. It's like I want to control those seeds, like, but like, you just can't. Like, you can't. You're not like, you can't. The only thing that you can do is to trust, to connect to this oneness, become one with it, and feel that trust and the flow of life. And that's when manifesting becomes fun and easy. So there's a time to plant the seeds, and then there's a time to get the fruit, the flowers from the seeds. and we have to understand that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my videos, and have a wonderful day.